tomorrow. What then? Do the elves take your homes? No more?
This is great. Howdy. And the pure joy you just witnessed was our good friend Heimskr reaching his inevitable fate from the hands of every dragonborn ever. It's tradition at this point to shove a blade up this guy's in a playthrough, but Skyrim isn't just about swords, it's about choices. Hard choices. And the hardest one for every player is how to dispose of this man. So I thought I shall carry this weight on my shoulders and ask you all for help. So I made a post asking for fun ways to end Heimskr and got some fun responses. But I also added some of my own in there, and we are gonna throw these into a tier list. Oh baby, I'm excited. Enough of the intro, let's get into this list. Oh, also, just want to clarify, this is all a joke, okay? Funny haha video. We good? Alright, now let's get into the list. Okay, first is what you already seen, the standard kill. I mean, I could look at this all day, so it isn't bad, but not creative either. So it is the perfect middle ground to compare the rest to. B. Big ol' Big Moose says just to murder Nazim instead. Okay, I'm down, screw the Cloud District. Well, I cannot deny that I'm fully naked now after doing that, but Heimskr is still alive, so it failed in that regard. D for that reason. Maybe Nazim for a different list. Gold star though. I like to call this one Annoyance. Two Heimskrs and they walk off into the sunset together, but eventually one will meet his end by his own hands from the annoyance of the other. And then the other one will definitely end himself when no one is there to listen to him. S tier. Tatal says to spawn a bunch of random junk items, turning the game speed to like 1,000,000 and sending a barrage of items at him by exploiting the game's engine. And seeing that I like my computer and don't want it to explode from all that kind of crap, so I just spawned in a single bowl. Nothing happened, but it is a very nice bowl, so D tier. Anisimmers says to spawn 100 of him and frenzy half of them. I'll do you one better, buddy. I'll spawn 150, and they're glitched. Okay, let's do 50, and I think a Heimskr death pit is the thing I needed to see to reach a higher being of life. We got an easy S tier here again. CJ Producer says to burn him. Will do, champ. Ignore the bear, it isn't part of it. Slow and painful. Ah, I see. Another man needing help. But I can't knock points for its effectiveness. It did the job. Definitely a good B. Tried to drown him, but that didn't work. F. Can't say I didn't try. I got way too many recommendations for taking him to a giant camp and letting him visit space. So yeah, I did that. I had a few failed experiments. This time he was there 1 minute and gone the next, so I'm assuming he hit a satellite by now, but I did a redo again just in case. Didn't fly, but that's still very great. This is fantastic. I like to call this one bear. I mean, it's effective and has a bear. A. Heimskr versus Mudcrab. Mudcrab wins. C. So why let a weapon get in between your bare skin against his bare skin? That sounded very, very weird. Let me reword that. I mean punch him. I mean it worked, but now I got Heimskr on me, so and it's not bombastic. I don't need therapy, I promise. C. Malcolm12 says, have you tried dozens of chickens? Okay, let's do 36. That's 3 dozen. I don't see any blood, so when in doubt, frenzy. Apparently chickens aren't programmed to fight in any way, and I can't stand the sight of Heimskr winning. F. Hope Markham says multiple dragons. This one's good. Quick, swift, it's Skyrim feeling. And the immortal wolf who is not being hurt by all the ice breath is also here for some reason, and that glitch is also very Skyrim feeling, so A. Redacted. Says slow time, shoot an arrow at him, immediately unrelenting shout to make him ragdoll, pickpocket him naked while he is ragdolled, slow time, exit, arrow hit him mid-air, then reload your quick save and embrace the word of Talos as all true Nords should. Ah, crap. I'm sorry, my recording program messed up just in time for when I did that. It was totally sick and the coolest thing I have ever done in Skyrim, so dude, I'm sorry that the recording messed up, but it's an easy S. El Chapignon Loco says to wear Stormcloak armor, a Talos amulet, and use Unrelenting Force with as many mods to make it super duper OP. I forgot the mods while recording, and I'm not gonna go back because... But watching him fall to such an ironic way brings a tear to my eye. A tier. KD says to wait on top of a building and pounce on him. Okay, gotcha. You can try to run, but I have killed you in countless timelines and lifetimes, and you will join all of them. There is no escape. Simple, but hey, it works, so be. Uncle Phil wants to make a poison from Jiren root and put it on a fork and poke him. Deal, but I'm using an iron dagger because that's the weapon he uses, and that's very funny. Poke. Dead, one hit. Boy, that's the easiest S tier I've ever seen in my life. Tardy Tortoise wants me to let the guards annihilate him. And seeing his listeners divulge on him like flies on an open sucker is something I can't overlook. But then they came after me like cowards, so B. I got several recommendations to Wabbajack, and come on guys, that's way too easy. Of course I did it. Because again, I turned him into several immortal mud crabs and some lightning and some ice, but it didn't finish him off. So this sacred weapon of the Dragonborn has failed me. C. Maxime LePage wants trap spells. It took a few, but in time the man fell to his own foolish eyes. The explosion also added on to the exciting nature of this event, because come on, this is exciting, we all know that, and oh is it such an event. The best of Skyrim's events, so yeah, easy A. Maxime says to not do that. Join the Empire and to complete the Battle of Whiterun. Then he will be imprisoned in the Whiterun jail, still screaming about Talos. I want to end him, not torture him. Priorities, my friend, priorities. And I'm not doing an entire quest chain to get some footage for one entry. D. I'll call this one overkill. See, you spawn in one Heimskr and 35 Alduins, and your game freezes for like 10 minutes, making you crap your pants because you think that you just lost over an hour of footage, until it crashes the game and you breathe a sigh of relief. It was the bowl, I know it was. Well, that's the list, alright. I am sane in the head, I swear. I just thought that this would be a fun change of pace and really fun writing test for me to dip my toes into, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for everyone who suggested it, and if I didn't name your entry, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make this list too long, so I had to pick and choose. But thanks for commenting anyway. I'd like to do something else like this in the future. Anyways, thanks guys. See ya.